Everyone, welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenarios. In the previous video, we discussed about to the how we are going to fetch the product information based on the selection of the product user selected by the which product. That product information, like we have the get the product name and price. Now in this video, we are going to discuss about the how we are going to display that information into the in the box 2. So before going to that, so we have to create the one new Lightning Web Component page for the box 2. So then we can display those details. So come to here, Control Shift P, create the Lightning Web Component page, product details, quotation. So okay, this is the we are going to take it by the one more page. So let's Lightning Web Component page. This is the second page we have to take in. So now in this, we have to display the data. So first we have to take it by the any something we have to first displayed by the this is the quotation header. So how we are going to display the header? Same like earlier we have to display now that is. So how we are going to that is come to the here. I am taking the quotation. So this is we have taken to the here some text here we have to display this. So this text how we are going to display or how we are going to access this component into the parent component. So here we have to taken by the only text is the quotation. Okay, so how we are going to display by the only for the quotation here. So come to the this class we have to call it into the box 2 in the parent component. So now let's see instead of the box 2. So we have to take it by the C. What is the our component name? Product. So D is the capital we are giving the in the product quotation. Okay. So detail when we are giving the capital letters, camel case, right? We have to write it by the like this. So here and we have given to the quotation also the capital letter, right? So here that's why here you have to take it by the underscore. So save. So like this we are calling the one component to the sorry one component to the another component. So product details is the parent component and product detail quotation is the child component. We are calling the from the parent component to the child component. Save this. Let's deploy this. First we have to deploy it by the quotation details, product quotation details. So here let's deploy. Why? Because if you deploy by the parent one first, it is throwing an error. Not identify the this component name. So here save. So let's deploy this one as well. Once it is deployed by the product detail quotation component. Once it is deployed successfully, we have to deploy by the product details also. Why? Because means we are call the in the child component. Child component we are calling in the parent component. Okay. So now here, once it is successfully deployed, we can deploy that is as well. After deploying both, you have to observe instead of the earlier it is showing the box 2, right? Here it is appear by the quotation now. It is appear by the quotation now. So now I think it's deploying. So it is successfully deployed. Now we have to deploy it to the parent component as well. So once it is deployed, we can able to see the output here instead of the box 2. We have the appear to the quotation. So step by step we are going to implement, right? So first we have to check it out. Up to here is the output. So still it is deploying. So still it's deploying. So it's taking time deployment. Yeah, I think it's deployed successfully. Now back to the our page. We have the refresh by the page. So I think it's not loaded. We can see by the product to details. So quotation. So we are giving the correct details only, but not sure why it is not appear. So let's again we have the deploy. So here quotation. So we are giving the product quotation and protection. That is fine. I think we have deployed this one also, right? So no need for the JS anything. Just we have returned to this one only. Let's see once again it's deployed. What is the issue? We have to check it. So I think it's not saved. No? Again, we have to deploy this. I think it's still showing the saving symbol. We are not saved. I think now I deployed to this save and deployed. So I deployed the both components. Let's wait for the deployment. Once it is successfully deployed, we can check it out the output. So deployed by the one component. We can wait for the another component. It is the deploying. It's still running the deployment. So okay, it's deployed successfully. Come back to the here. We have the refresh the page. So now it is appear. I think earlier we are not saved this quotation component and we are not deployed. I think so. After the changes, that's why it's not appear. So like this, we have to appear to this one. And next step is the here. When we click on to this button only, we need to display the this box, right? This quotation box box too. So how we are going to that is implement. We can see now. Once we click on to the particular button, quotation button, then only we need to display by the box too. Until we don't want to display by the that box. So once I click on to the here, see we are giving by the details something is it enough, so click on this, then only appear, right? Initially not appear. When I hit on to the generate quotation button, then only appear to the this box. So how we are going to implement that is in the parent component. First we have to create by the one button. So this button we have to create to the here. Lightning. I think so under the box we have to create. So where is the start? This box is the started here. This is the ending, right? So after this, we have to create by the button lightning button variant equals to brand label equals to generate. So we have to give it by the here generate the quotation, right? So we have to once click onto this method, we need to trigger the one method, right? So once I click onto this button, so on click. So here we have to take it by the handle quotation. So we have to take it by the handle quotation this method, and we have this save, and let's deploy here. So once this button is up here, we have to display the second box, right? Until we don't want to display by the second box, how we are going to implement that is once it is deployed, we can see. Now let's come to the here. We have the refresh by the page. So see here, generate quotation will be the up here. Now we have to display, sorry, we have to display it by this button into the center. How we are going to that is like this. We want to display it by the center. So that purpose, we have to take it by the div tag. We have the standard syntax, right? We are going to align to the center. So here we have to take it by the one div class equals to so SLDS. So we have this is the standard Salesforce SLDS, nothing but the Salesforce Lightning Designing System. So align center. So div tag this is, so here we can close it by the for this div tag. Okay, save. We have the save this. So now we have to the deploy this. So once it is displayed by the align to the center, okay. And I think we need to increase the height also, right? It is automatically set it by the height. That's it, fine. Okay. So here we have to display it by the in the middle. So it's deploying. So now still it's deploying. Once it is deployed, next we can discuss to the box 2 will be the enabled when we click on to the generate quotation button. When we click on the generate quotation button, then only we need to display by the second column. Until we no need to display by the second column. So how we are going to implement that is we can check it once it is deployed. So still it is deploying. So it's deployed successfully. Refresh the page. See here it is aligned to the center. It is the aligned to the center. Now once we click onto this button, then only we have to display by this quotation. Until we don't want to display by this quotation of the second box. So now how we are going to implement that is, so come to the JS. We have to take it by the one boolean property, display, display quotation. We have to take it by the this one. So now come to the here. When we want to display this is when we are click onto the button, right? This button. So here already we have taken by the method name. So here we have to define that method. So here this should dot display quotation equals to true. When we click on to the this button, then only we need to display by the this one. Now come to the HTML. So until we no need to display by this one, right? So here we have to take it by the template. If is true, so display quotation. So now here up to this, what we where we want to, this is the layout, right? This layout. So save. I think layout item. So I think we are closing tag given the wrong place. So here now it is right place. Let's save. So deploy this. We have done the changes in the two places in the JS and HTML. That's why I deployed to the both. Now come to the here. We have the refresh the page. So here you have to observe quotation is not populated now. Once we click onto this, then only the appear by the quotation. So click onto this, see here. Again, I am refreshing the page on the loading time. It will not be appear by the box to quotation. So let's refresh this. So click on to this. Now it is appeared to the quotation box. Okay. I hope how we are implemented for the component and how we are calling the one component to the another component. Actually, we are calling right from the child component, from the parent component, we are calling the child component, and how to conditionally displayed by the child component. That is, we have the implemented, and as well we have the that button is the aligned to the center. So these three are we are implemented in this video. I hope it's clear how we are implemented. In the next video, we are going to discuss about to the how we are going to pass it to the data from the parent component to the child component. Why? Because means we have to display by the product name, price and quantity, and at the same time we have to display by this is also same style product details. So these are all the we are going to discussing into the next video. Stay tuned. Thank you.